Hey guys, Anime Gypsy here with Boruto episode 35. And to be honest, this is, in my perspective, a very good chapter. It's a 7 out of 10. It's not a, whoa, this is amazing. It's not, a, oh my god, I can't believe this happened. Even though there was one incident in this entire episode where I was like, whoa, you know. And that was when I saw Kakashi, but I'm getting to it. First of all, the reason I'm giving this episode such a high rating, even though it might not seem like a good episode to most, and definitely did not have any action whatsoever, or that much story progression, act is because it's such a good slice of life episode, and it does have a semblance of story progression that is very subtle but essential, and that is the fact that the graduation exam is coming up, and that's a that's a huge deal. That is that is the an arc that will probably last us about maybe 10 episodes, maybe, and I can't wait to see what it's gonna be like, and I really want to see um really want to see Inojin Shikadai and Chocho's graduation exam with I keep forgetting her name. I think it's Moai or something like that. Konohamaru's old teammate, and that's because I really want to see her fight because we have never seen her fight before. I want to see what her fighting style is. I want to see what her specialties are, and I really can't wait to see that. And I'm dying to find out who's going to be the instructor for the third team and possibly a fourth team that is going to graduate. So for that, and we now know that Surume for actually no, I'm not going to mention that because manga readers, yada yada yada, can't spoil this. But sorry, anime onlys wouldn't like me spoiling that. But we do know that basically we're gonna get the whole instructor thing, but we're gonna also have something different because we have Onko and Shino participating, and we probably know for a fact that both of them can't also be future Jonin instructors because they work in the academy. So I wonder what the deal is there, and if we're gonna have another Ibiki test, or if we're going. Actually, no, that's the Chunin exam. What am I thinking? But later on down the line, I want to see Ibiki. I want to see some of those old characters again, the old Jonin Chunin characters that we've seen in the Chunin exams and the graduation. Kind of a shame because it's that time, and I'm kind of missing Asuma because he was a Jonin instructor and he's not there anymore. So going back to what I was saying about the episode, it's such a good slice of life episode because that moment where you get to see, where you get to see Shino talking about what type of shinobi do you want to be. It's just like flashbacks of my senior year of high school with my college with my the college counselor with my college counselor at the time, Miss Woods, basically asking me what I wanted to be when I grew up and what type of college and the types of colleges that exist and what are good with them and yada 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 yada. And it's fun hearing that because it's not it's interesting hearing that now because it's like such something so familiar and it is very relatable for a lot of people watching the series. So that's always a plus. And you have this subtle emotional connect in the episode with the characters, um, like Sarada, like I think her name is Wasabi, the girl that is forced to do something she doesn't want to do, because we all have, or we all have experienced a family member that didn't really agree with our career path. And that's very relatable because some of the folk watching this probably had the same issue. Some of them may have gotten out of it, some of them may not. Some of them, you have to be a doctor when you grow up, or you have to be a engineer, just like your father and grandfather, or you have to be this, or you have to be a businessman. So it's that sort of deal. It's so familiar. It's something that we all deal. It's slice of life episode. It's basically them going to college and deciding their career path there, and for them to do that, they need to choose it now so that they could practice more later. You know what I'm talking about. So you graduate from the academy, you decide what type of shinobi you want to be, and from there you hone your skills to become that type of shinobi. So you have that sequence kind of starting. And this episode has its surprising moments also, aside from the slice of life that I'm talking about. And that especially comes true when I'm talking about Kakashi Hatake. And when I'm talking about Kakashi Hatake, how should I explain this? The first time I saw him, I jumped out of my seat. My jaws dropped. Seeing maskless Kakashi again was akin to Nirvana times 10. It was it made my day. Hands down. I've been having a very hard day with college, just overwhelmed with assignments at this point because it's the end of the year, end of the semester. So, seeing him really brought a smile to my face, and I really appreciate that from the crew that made this animation. And that aside, it was just overall fun. And we get to see at the very end of the episode Kakashi and Iruka sitting next to one another, and Kakashi basically saying, my graduation exam is not gonna be that easy." And I'm wondering if each group will have a different graduation exam, or if all of them are gonna have a graduation exam with Kakashi, Shino, and Anko, or if there's going to be different types of graduation exams. So you have to pass through the first exam to get to the second exam to get to the third exam, kind of like the Chunin exams with Ibiki and then Anko, and then later on yada 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 yada. So that being said, this is, I wonder, and it's kind of left open, and I really can't wait to see Kakashi again. As some of you may know, I'm somewhat of a Kakashi fan from a persona perspective. He has let us down somewhat from an ability standpoint because we really don't get to see much of what he could do. So, come on, dude. Like, really? Really, man? You want to go that route? You're the copycat ninja. You can't show us a little more fire style, a little more water style? You just gotta stick with lightning style? So, I want to see Kakashi manipulating the jutsu, using the jutsu that he has learned over the years with the Sharingan. Even though he doesn't have the Sharingan, I think he could still use the jutsu that he's learned using the Sharingan. So it's going to be interesting if we see him use something like the water clone jutsu because he copied that off of Zabuza, or the shark bomb jutsu because he copied that off of Kisame. So if we get to see him using those two, it's an affirmation that, in fact, he could use the jutsu that he has copied off of other people. And I really want to see him using them again because it's been stated that the Chidori or the Raikiri are ineffective jutsu without the Sharingan. So since he doesn't have the Sharingan anymore, he has to rely on a more diverse arsenal of jutsu. And one of the jutsu I really want to see is the Violet Lightning jutsu that he has mastered in the novel. And if you haven't read the novel, don't bother, because it is a piece of crap without any doubt. The story is good, don't get me wrong. The translation is shit beyond shit. It is the shittiest shit translation you will ever read in your entire life. It is basic fecal. No. Calling it shit is a compliment. It's a what if shit actually gave shit. Like, what if shit shat? That's the shit that this novel is, because the translation is so shitty. Okay? Shit. Sorry. This video, I might not be able to make anything out of it because of what I just said, but it's too late. I'm not gonna bother editing because this is 9 minutes now, and this is my review of the episode, and I hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, this is Anime Gypsy, and I'm out.